this time is so chaotic and crazy, but one thing I know that we're doing incredibly well at the Mitchum house is eating. So I thought, what a great way to introduce Bible stories or to have fun ways for the kids to maybe engage and read is to motivate them by food. So I found this really great book, and it talks about Bible stories, and then it also has a easy to make snack or meal that kids can do. So I wanted to show you one today. It's about David and Goliath. And so David is one of my favorite stories because Goliath can represent so many different things in our lives, right? Goliath is a huge 9-foot giant that David has to go up against, but he has to trust God to do that. And so Goliath for us nowadays is fear, concern, pride, all sorts of things that we're going to struggle with that become giants in our lives, things that we have to overcome. But the story remains the same, that we have to trust God, and we have to know that He has given us all the tools that we need. And so if you remember the story of David and Goliath, if not, it's in 1 Samuel. But if you remember the story, David is there by accident. His dad sends him to check on his brothers. And so he is just there when he sees this big bully Goliath come out and start taunting his brothers and the other guys, and he's like, why aren't we doing something? Maybe I should do something. And so he steps forth, and I imagine no one at the time thought this shepherd boy would be the person to take down Goliath. But it happens, because what he does is trust God. He goes to the river, he gets his little pouch, which in this case is a tortilla, right? And he gets his 5 stones, which are frozen meatballs, but if you're a better cook than I, you can have real meatballs. And he puts his stones in his pouch. And see if I can balance 5. I did it. So then he goes and he takes his slingshot and his stone, and it hits Goliath, and he wins the day, and it prevails, right? So the same sort of thing as you're talking with your kids and making maybe a fun activity, you can also reinforce those core beliefs that we have, that God is good, God provides, and God is always going to be with us. And so I'm going to make sure to post the recipe so that you guys have it, and some questions that you can ask your kids. But let's use these opportunities that we have over the next few weeks to just really engage and remember that God is in control.